everybody, it's Gabrielle here. You know, for whatever reason, I have been craving lobster bisque. So, let's just take 12 minutes and whip one up. I have my pot of water boiling. As you know, that's my shortcut whenever I'm doing any sort of soup or stew. This is heating up. That's where I'm going to add all the ingredients that are going to go into my lobster bisque. Start out with some fresh chopped garlic, onions, some carrots. I'm also adding one chili pepper, habanero pepper, because I do want it to be very spicy. Mix that all up together. I have my lobster, it's already cooked, so all I did was separate it from the shell in the manner I wanted. Now I'm adding some fresh chopped celery, and because we're dealing with lobster and lobster goes well, for some reason butter complements seafood, we're going to add, let's just say a pat of butter into our pan. Cook that up a little bit. I do want some dill flavor, so I'm adding some fresh dill as well into that. My pre-cooked lobster. Let me show you what I did with it while this comes together and my water boils. Hopefully it boils on time. I took the lobster, I removed the meat from the shell, and I separated the shells in half. That's for presentation purpose. But now I'm throwing the shells in here because I want that lobster flavor. I want to extract as much of it as possible. I included also the lobster roe, which is the thing that looks like a little grainy, yellowy stuff. That's the roe. So now the lobster tail, I'm taking and slicing it in half so that it's obvious that each one is a serving. That way I won't have to guess if each person has the correct serving. And I also took the claw. I separated the meat from the claw. I created an opening using my scissors. Should be easy to remove. I want it with the claw for presentation's sake, so I did not fully pull it out. But it is still together, and if I'm gentle with it, it will stay that way. I did the same with the other claw. I'm making 2 plates. I'm adding also some fresh diced plum tomatoes to my mixture. And now, you know I have to add some of the garlic olive oil to it. I'm reserving these for presentation. These are the little legs. Just setting those aside. And give me 1 second to wash my hands. And I'll be right back with you. See, that was really fast. Didn't keep you too long. Now, lobster bisque typically is made with cream. It's thickened up with cornstarch, but we're not doing that here, not in my Boblicious kitchen. I'm trying something I've never done before. What I did was I pureed some cauliflower. I just took the cauliflower, added some water to it, and I pureed it in my container. I'm going to see if it's going to serve as my thickener for my bisque. Also add additional flavor to it. Instead of cream, I am using almond milk. So now, all I want to do is add my boiling water to the lobster and the chopped items that I put in there, the celery, the carrots, and so on, and correct the flavor. Let's see, maybe I'll do my all-in-one spice, you know, the one with the chicken bouillon, the turmeric, the white pepper, a little bit of cayenne pepper in there, and then I'm sneaking in a little bit of Japanese chili powder. I like that chili powder. They have the sauce also. It is so wonderful. And I think I want to kind of go light on the chicken bouillon, instead add some sea salt to it. That is really, really good. Yes, a little bit of sea salt will do. Not too much. And a little bit more a little bit of white pepper. I should have added a squeeze of lime, but you know what? I think I'm all out of lime. I do want a little bit more garlic flavor. So a little bit of the garlic olive oil. You know, I love that stuff. Don't know what I would do without it. So now, let's incorporate the thickener. See if it works for me. You know, it looks like it's probably going to work. It's really good for you. It's a good substitute over cornstarch or flour. I think I'll start doing that from now on. So let's use the entire container. Okay, that's okay. I've got more. Plenty of that. I love cooking with chopsticks. I love eating with chopsticks. They can take everything else and discard them as far as I'm concerned. So now I'm adding some of the almond milk. Now once I've added the milk, I want to be careful not to add too much of it, because the almond milk has a little bit of sweetness to it. So I want to make sure that it doesn't kind of offset the balance of things. So now let's go ahead and see where we are. Oh my, the cauliflower really comes through. I think I want more dill in there. So as I was saying, once you add milk, you want to be careful with adding lemon or anything of that nature, because there's a possibility that your stuff might curdle. So that's done. I consider my lobster bisque to be ready. I think I need a little bit more chicken bouillon in there. It seems like I'm adding a lot, but I really am not, because it's a shaker. Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely beautiful, really beautiful. I am pleased with the outcome. Just made it up today. I was craving it. Don't know why. No, I am not pregnant. So I thought I'd come up with a way to make it myself. And someone else gets to enjoy it all as well. Of course, you know, it has to be barbecuous fried. I'm doing that with lacinato kale, raw lacinato kale. I'm not cooking the kale at all. Putting them at the bottom of my serving bowl. I'm also adding some fresh spinach. And then I have the star fruit that I really don't know what to do with. I think it will really be a nice decoration on my lobster bisque. It sort of has a taste. It tastes like a cross between a pear and an apple. Guess we'll find out together. You guys have been down so many roads with me. It's interesting, wouldn't you say? I think it is. Although my virtual assistant did forget to leave out a ladle for me, but that's okay. I want to make sure that I don't forget my decorations, which are the little tiny little legs. Put them like that on the side. We want to put that away. I do need to, this is the star fruit. I washed it and I peeled it. I just made a couple of pieces for presentation's sake. Not sure how well it will go, but I know that it will, flavor-wise, I don't know how well it will go with the rest of everything else, but it should be aesthetically pleasant. Anyway, there it is. I'm doing my disappearing now. And let me kind of like get this out of my way a little bit. Well, you guys can't see what I'm doing. What am I thinking? Okay, so I have the one lobster, half of a lobster. Make sure that that person has one. There's the claw. Add some of the beautiful, wonderful broth to it. It's really pretty. It smells wonderful. Oh my. It's going to be enjoyed very much. I guarantee you that. It's a light, fancy thing to eat. It's kind of late. I've had a long day. I really deserve this treat, honestly. So let's go ahead and just do the second serving. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with the body. For right now, we'll just leave it aside. Make sure there's a half of a lobster in there. And wow, a lot of broths. But I love brothy things, as you know. Brothy things are really good for you. Makes it easy to digest. That's all that's required for this. And now I can truly get it out of my way. I made a lobster bisque in 12 minutes. It's beautiful. Look at the star fruit. And my time is up. So I do thank you for your patience. The little legs need to go there. We want to go ahead and present our lobster bisque. I think today I'm going to be a little bit more creative. My creative juices are flowing. This is the close-up of what it looks like. Wonderful. This is T. Gabrielle. Thank you for watching now. Bye-bye.